Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
So on the telephone line from the Census Department, New Zealand, I've got Denise McGregor, and we welcome her to our program this morning. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning.
I suppose you're sick of facts and figures and talking about the census already, are you?
Not at all.
Right.
Pleasure to talk.
Good on you.
We're going to give it a feedback, is that?
Well, if I do that, is that better for you?
It's better, I think. Thank you.
Good as gold. Okay. We can hear you nice and clear. Now, listen, this is done every 5 years, and this year, the first time with computerised census, and that's quite an innovation. It's worthwhile thinking about, isn't it, if you have got a computer? But for those who don't have a computer, back to the old paper style, is it?
It's not the first time we've had computers, actually. We had internet forms in 2006 and also in 2013.
Oh, right.
So this is not new. What is new is that we're, instead of knocking at every door and delivering paper and a code, we are mailing out codes to most people in New Zealand in the first instance.
Okay. Now, you've got to have this access code before you can carry on any further, right?
So the access code enables you to get onto the internet form, and once that's done, it's very easy, and a lot of people are already doing that.
Yep.
Also, in the letter, there will be a number, so if people want paper, they can ring that number. It pays to have the letter with them. The access code helps people if they're ringing our call centre. But otherwise, just wait for an operator if they wish to talk to someone.
Right. Now, I've got a problem, Denise. I shifted about a year ago, and I've got no letter to give me an access code. Now, how do you get people's new addresses, etc.? Do you get it off the electoral roll, or how do you go about that? Or I've rung up the Census Department, and they said, well, if you haven't got a letter by the Tuesday the 4th, give us a ring.
That's true. That's correct. So what we've done is created an address list of the whole of New Zealand. That's 1.8 million addresses. And we have checked that. So we spent the end of last year physically checking those addresses on the ground. So it's the address that's important, and we will send letters to the address. It's not where you are, it's the address that we're sending it to. Does that make sense?
Well, the address and where I am is the same place.
You just said... Sorry, so start with...
Yeah, the address I'm at is the same place I live at.
I thought you said you moved, and how would we know that?
That's dead right. Yeah, I moved over a year, or just on a year ago, and I still haven't got this letter, you see. So I'm just wondering how you go about getting your new address to you if you haven't any way of doing it.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not where you are. The letter should go to the actual address. So that will be on our address list. It doesn't really matter who's there. The letter should arrive to that address. If it hasn't arrived, it may still be being delivered. We're about, in Kapiti, 80% yesterday delivered, so there's still some to be done today and over the weekend, so it might be a case that this will still happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's about, 60-odd questions to be answered this year, is there?
Not that many. I haven't actually got the number in my with me right at the moment, but people are saying it's very quick and easy. So there's not a lot of questions, and not all of them everyone needs to answer.
Right, but it is compulsory to return the census form, isn't it?
It is, yes. It's required by law, and that's why we're trying to make it as easy as possible to get people ready to do it so that they can do that. Now,
for those people sort of unable to fill out their own, you can get somebody to help you, can you?
Yes, certainly. So there's help available from us online and for those on paper. You can get family members and friends to help you. Senior Net are providing some help with us, so we're partnering with them. Local libraries and councils, DHBs are really supporting. So there's lots of places that people can go for help.
Yeah, sure. Now, I mean, I'm thinking of I had a big conference centre once, and we had a big conference group in on the last census, I think it was, or the one before. Each one of those conference people had to fill out the census form on that night. Does that still apply, or do they just reply to the one they've received at their home address?
The way we do the census in New Zealand is it's where you are on the night of the 6th of March.
Right.
Most people are at home, but if you're in a hotel, as I was in 2006, you fill it in the hotel.
Okay. But the owner of the facility that they're at, he's got to fill it out, or she's got to fill it out as to who's there with them at that time.
For places like hospitals, retirement homes and hotels, we have special field officers who come around and talk to the person in charge, and they will arrange for forms to be delivered to each of the people who are in that place on the night.
Okay. So we've got to fill this in by, Tuesday 6th of March, but we will have a bit of freedom there, because if we haven't received the letters or access codes, I'm just thinking of those country people who may not receive them, we've got a little bit of time to fill them out.
That's right. So the process is, first of all, the letters get delivered. After Census Day, we'll send a reminder for those who still haven't done it. And then after that, we will visit. So that all takes a little bit of time, and we acknowledge if people are not getting paper ready, they can do it after the date. So,
okay. So once you got,
don't need to worry.
No, all right. So we'll just wait for that letter to arrive. As you say, 80% got theirs in Kapiti over this next few days.
We're at 86% in Kapiti right now. And we're getting good response from Kapiti. It's one of the top local authorities in terms of responses at the moment.
Oh, great. We've got nothing else to do, you see, Denise, so we've got to fill out the papers. Now, just looking at the information you get, of course, how long does it take to put it all together and get some information out from the census papers that have been returned?
So we're looking at a first release in October this year. So that's not long after the census. That'll be basically some counts, and then toward the end of 2018, we'll be releasing more detailed information.
Great. All right, so that's just gives us a bit of a help out. Don't panic if you haven't received your access code. It could be in the mail today or tomorrow or the weekend. If you haven't got it after Tuesday, give the census office a ring.
Yes, and that number is 0800 236 787.
787. Denise, thanks for your help this morning. I know you're a very busy lady. Have a good day today, and I hope you have a success with your census this year.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. There we are, Denise McGregor from the Census Department.
106.3 Beach FM.